So today's chest day, and to this chest day I'm using mostly dumbbells. The importance of alternating between dumbbells and barbell and not just doing one is when you use dumbbells, you use stabilizer muscles up your arms and in your forearms that you don't get when you use barbell, because it's all connected and all you got to do is up and down. With dumbbells, you have to control side to side, forwards, backwards, and up and down. So you're using a lot more in your arms than when you're just doing, a normal barbell. And it's important to do both of them. That way you don't lack in building those stabilizer muscles. And one thing that I find important is that no matter which press you're doing, always engage your lats into the bench and press your lats. Basically try to press your back through the bench and keep good connection with your feet, your butt, and your back.
I would buy them. What do you want? The hundreds are back.
So a couple days ago I tried to use the 100-pound dumbbells and one of them was missing. The whole gym, one of them was missing. I don't know how a 100-pound dumbbell goes missing, but it did somehow. But as I was saying, you want to keep good connection. As you see, my feet are always flat on the ground. Just like a squat, I've always got my heels pressed into the ground. My butt is always firmly on the bench, and the top of my back, like your shoulder blades, are always on. So for decline press, the main thing I see people do wrong is they're not going straight up and down. Even though you're at a decline, you still want to come down right over the bottom of your pecs and go straight back up. A lot of times people they'll come down, and when they go up, they'll either come back towards their head or they'll go further towards their legs. And when you come down, you want to make sure you stay over the bottom of your chest, because if you come towards your face, you're going to start straining your shoulders and putting a lot of unnecessary pressure, and it's going to just lead to injury. So for a lot of my workouts, I like to do drop sets on the final set, because I like how I can push and burn through more reps by just keep going and dropping the weight each time and pumping more blood into that muscle than just being done with the first, set of 5 or whatever. I like to be able to keep going through that. And for these dumbbells, I started light, and the main thing for these first couple sets is the bottom stretch, because at the bottom, when you're pulling your chest apart like that, that's when you get the most tearing of the muscle. That's when you're tearing the fibers apart. And the push up is still important, but it's that low stretch, and you want to go just as far as you can and be comfortable, but you want to stretch it down as far as you can and really feel that tearing of the chest and pull it apart. And you don't want to extend your elbows too far. You see I got my elbows at an angle. If you can keep that angle to keep the stress off your arms, because if you try to go too straight, you're going to put a lot of stress. It's going to be uncomfortable. And it's important to keep that small bend in your elbow, personally, I think, just to help get through it. This is one of my favorite chest exercises to end chest day with. I don't know if there's a name for it because I don't really know where I got it from, but when I first started, I started with just 3 10-pound plates instead. Right here I'm using 3 25-pound plates, but I worked up to that, and for your first time I would recommend 3 or 4 10-pound plates, and the main focus here is you're not using your thumbs through the weights, that you're keeping your hands flat and pressing and squeezing as hard as you can, pushing those plates together, because that's what's going to push and tear that inner part of your chest, because this is really an inner chest workout, and the harder you press, the better results you're going to get from it. And for this, we're going to end the workout with weighted push-ups to failure. And the first couple sets are good. We added another plate, went up to 90 pounds, and I really just like to just end with something burning out. And it's always good to stretch. During and after workouts, always stretch your muscles out. For the last set, I went up to 3 plates, and I've never tried anything over 3 plates just because this seems excessive as it is. But this is where the video, this didn't go exactly right. Yeah. Thanks, buddy. I don't know. But the point was to start with 3 plates and drop down to 1 to keep going. But at this point I was so tired and laughing that it didn't work. That is not how that was supposed to go.
So you got to make sure that the person taking your weight off is capable of taking your weight off without dropping it on you.
So here's my end of chest day ab rolling burnouts. And I do it with a bar instead of an actual like ab rollout wheel where you're real low, because the higher up you go, the harder it's going to get. So you can use different pound plates to get different heights from the ground. And I put 2 plates for my feet just to be slightly elevated above, and the stretch down, when you start on your feet, the stretch down into the right there, that's when you turn the most. And if you can't start on your feet, then you just start on your knees and roll out to there and roll back up. But if you can start on your feet, then you're going to roll out as far as you can, and right at the end, right there, if you can make it all the way and stay on your feet the whole time, then that's great. I can't do that yet. It puts a lot of stress on my back, and I can't yet. I'll get there eventually, but go as far as you can and then drop to your knees, as you see in the video. Just drop to your knees, come back up until you can get back on your feet. I don't stay on the knees the whole time. As soon as I can get my knees off the ground and get back on my feet, then I get back up. But it's not a big deal to just stay on your knees. Alright, so that's it for this chest day. Leave comments, let me know what you think. Subscribe to my channel, and next chest day will be different. I'll be using barbells instead to keep it mixed up. So I'll leave all these workouts in the description, and I'll see you in the next one.